Alright guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster. Welcome back to Dogland here. Our park we've been working on for quite some time. And man, I'm addicted to this game. I spend way much time playing this game. But, if you're having fun with something, there's no wasted time. There's only time invested wisely. Yes, indeed. So, check it out, guys. Shipwreck Island. I consider it done for now. Let's have a little swirl around this bad boy. And I think it turned out amazing. Really great. I did a few things since last episode, which took a long time. But one thing I did, and I think the tower is 10 times better now. I made a custom roof for it. Round shape, and I think that fits 10 times better. Also the color scheme of it, like here, this custom made roof with planks, all hand fitted. It's a whole lot of polys in there, but it's worth it. Then on top here, I used this mooring rig thing. It's a little kind of centerpiece for it. Looks good from below as well. And I think that is 10 times better than before with the roof that was given us by the game. Custom made stuff always goes better. And then of course I did a lot of landscaping. I mean, if you look at the island now from all sides, there's this little interesting caves in there and a lot of rock work, placing tons of bushes and things. I mean, just looks amazing. It looks so natural. You can do really cool stuff in this game. And then I also made sure here, saw a few comments saying, hey, you should reroute your passes. It's stupid that people walk through this post here. That was true. Had a little mistake here, so I made sure the pass is now way more smooth and people can come around here. And also looks like the congestion I had going on here is dissolving a bit. I had a lot of people stuck here on the bridge. That was mainly because I had these benches on here, and that kind of prevented the people from going through smoothly. Now it seems to be way better. Then I did a lot of trees, palm trees on here, and added some details to the loading bay here. A little what is it called, a barrow, sack barrow, and a bunch of barrels there and stuff. So I think that looks cool. Here's some fruit and stuff, some cargo, and over there I have a little campsite. Just added that. It was a nice effect here with the fire burning, campfire, and blended in some of the terrain here by doing some coloring. And it looks really good here. I added some dust effects like you would expect in a rainforest, like high humidity. And another thing that is really cool, and I like that a lot here, I made this little custom guardhouse. It's all made by hand. It's not a prop that is readily available. Put it together and it turned out great in my opinion. Looks really cool. The guard is animated and he's in there greeting the people coming onto the island. I think that turned out great. For this For the roof, I actually used these dynamite crates because they had a nice length, and I liked, the ornaments on it and so on. And I think it fits really well with this guardhouse there. And now we have a bunch more people. Like whenever people get out of the ride here, they're a bit, having a few issues of getting through here. But it's not a big deal. Eventually they find their way out. And I think this turned out really great. It's more of a Caribbean, feel to it. But time period wise, we're still around 1800, 1900 or something with it. And I think that turned out really great. So very happy with this build. I hope you like it. It's so far so good. So last time I also saw one comment, by the way, you guys left a lot of likes. There was like pretty much 1 or 2 dislikes and 250 likes or so on the last episode. We still can improve that. More likes the better. It keeps me motivated to keep on going. And one guy said last time I showed too much and I didn't do that much. Well, you know, things take a long time in this game. It's hard to. I'm investing hours and hours in building these things, and then I think taking 10 minutes or 5 minutes of the video to show off what I did is totally worth it. But I'll try to streamline it a bit and try to get more done on camera. Depends, you know, on the time I have during the day, how I can, yeah, record and build at the same time. Often I find time late in the night and then I just got into this building spree. And that's how the episodes are made. Sometimes there will be more on camera stuff, sometimes more off camera. But yeah, let me know what you think about the island here. Turned out really great, and yeah, today I thought I wanna maybe work on the area back here a bit and also maybe get a new ride in and plan ahead a bit in the park. A lot of people have been complaining that they are thirsty. Here, there it goes again. Many guests are thirsty. I think this is some Mexican food here. Yeah, what they can buy here, and then maybe the spicy Mexican food gets them thirsty, and then they get stuck on here, trying to get out and want to get some drinks. So I don't think we can really squeeze in a shop here anywhere. So it is what it is. We have to do it somewhere else. Right now, people can buy some drinks here and over there. So here is the Energizer drink we were selling. So I'm not quite sure how we're gonna fix that issue yet. I don't want my guests to be thirsty all the time. I will keep on looking if I somehow can squeeze in a little shop here. Maybe build a small house there where we can sell some drinks. I'll try. Alright, I managed to squeeze another shop in there. I think that works out. It's a Gulpy shop, so people can buy some drinks there too. So yeah, was a lot of fiddling around. They had to redo most of the passes. Let's see if everything looks proper here still. Yeah, that works out. Tried to get some variation in this build. It has a little kind of window here down below to indicate there might be a dungeon or a cellar below, and then we have this kind of extension to the build back here. I think that works out fairly well. Two windows there, and then a small Gulpy sign. That was the pain to select a proper sign I liked. But now people should be able to get some drinks and hopefully should be happy. So another thing that came to my attention, pretty much the only trash can we have here is this guy. And it fills up quickly, and I'm looking for a spot to put a trash can, but there's literally none. There's a lot of stuff going on around here. Let's see. Here? Oh. Here we could squeeze one in. Let's see. It would be covered by the netting here a lot. I don't like that. Here maybe. Let's see, does that work? Oh yeah, that would be alright. It's kind of a barrel right next to the guardhouse here. So that's cool. I think that works. People are for some reason always sitting the wrong side on this bench. They're watching the ride there, I guess. But okay, I think that doesn't, mess up the look of our setup here. It fits in nicely. And I think we're good. That was good, yeah. Good addition. I like it. So I was thinking we should get a new ride back here in our kind of, what we said, industrialized area. And I was thinking maybe about this guy, Gears of Fear, as it is pretty mechanical, and I think that would fit in nicely here. Let's plop that bad boy down just to see how it looks. I did a little bit of terraforming here. to get the area a bit more interesting. And I was thinking this guy here, yeah, that would be a pretty decent fit. If you plop it around over here, there's so much stuff to do. It looks so plain. Whenever I put something new down, I go like, man, don't like it, but we will make it look great. So that is all fine and dandy. Let's quickly go here for this, like, let's quickly remove that again. I wanna check out something. Man, this is one of those vlog flume rides would also be really cool. Yeah, we should get to one of those as well soon. Let's quickly see how did I do it like last time. I was on paths and I had a natural path selected, and then kind of when I plopped down the ride, it also gave me this natural look. Right now this would look like that. Now I can't really change the style of it. I don't necessarily want this rail around. How do you change that? Oh, okay. You just click it. Get it. I get it. This is how it works. Now it all makes sense. Okay. I think this is a decent ride. Yeah. Okay, now we have to blend it in. Let's use that. Darken it up a lot. Connect it to here visually. This whole area has more of a darkish tint to it. This is okay. It could be some excavation that was done here. Some grass there where the track is. Brush a bit back here. Here we need a bit of a transition. Yep, that's alright. Something like that, and already blends in better. Okay. Let's go terraform a little bit. Not so intense. Let's give it a little bit of interest. Okay. Something like that. Good. Yeah, you see, everything is a long-lasting process. It's a lot of tinkering and trying, but eventually you get something you like. Yeah, so that kind of flows fairly well with the surrounding. Now we need to make sure to blend it in and think of something that fits with the theme here. I need to stare at it and think. Alright guys, I'm working on a project here. This is gonna take some while. I wanna make a custom oil well. And there's gonna be some service buildings next to it, kind of shed-like thing, because there is this, yes, oil well effects. There's a smaller and a bigger one. And yeah, I just did some testing with the terraforming here. That works out really well. With this ride, you can actually have rocks and other scenery objects coming in quite far, so we could potentially fully hide this border here, and that would be nice. So we have like kind of a seamless blend, and it would seamlessly blend into the scenery. That is really cool. But yeah, working on this custom oil rig here. In the middle of making one side, and then I have to copy it over to the others. I have some other wood here for orientation, but yeah, it's a very tedious process. Right now I'm doing the cross sections here to come back. Let's see if I aligned that properly. Yep, that works out sweet. Was quite tedious to get that going, but when you have the first one in, then you can just grab it, use the world axis in this case, because the other ones were not really helpful. And then get that in like about that. Yeah, that looks good. And then we keep on going, duplicating it, and try to get halfway symmetrical structure, but so far so good. Oh, here's a bit of scooting needed. We don't want it to poke out. And yeah, I think that's gonna turn out great. You know, these old school oil rigs, you know, later they were made out of metal, like an oil tower, and often they had a thing like that on top, but we cannot really, I cannot snag this. It would be great if some of the pre-made things you could just grab this, but I don't think there is a wind pump like that. So yeah, we have to make a custom one, but I think this one will turn out really great. I have this vision for it, and I think we will get it done, but it's gonna take me a long time to make it, that's for sure, because every little bit and piece has to be placed manually. So it is exactly the way I wanted it. And yeah, as you see, it takes a while. This is one side, then hopefully I can copy it over in a decent way. Let's see. I think the angle is okay. Let's see if that works out the way we want it. But it comes in nicely here. Yeah, looking good. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, you know, but as good as we can do. Because yeah, also, you know, it's old and it might have moved around a bit. Some movement in wood. It's not always super sturdy. And yeah, wood is a good material here because we have a bunch of different building pieces. I was also contemplating making it out of steel or so, but there's not really that many good building pieces for steel in there yet. I'm still hoping they will give us way more building pieces soon. There is a Christmas update incoming, so I hope it's gonna be good. I might have to scoot that up a tiny bit. I hope the Christmas update is not just some stupid Christmas themed stuff. I mean, it's cool, it would be kind of cool to have, but I hope they give us a bunch more regular building parts. And the more the merrier. Variation, you know. So we will see when that comes out and what it's gonna be. Yep, that turned out okay. Yeah, looking good, looking good. So now I have to do this all the way up to here, and then copy that all, and then align it perfectly for all sides. And then, yeah, we should have something we can work with. Awesome. Alright guys, check it out. Yeah. Looks amazing in my opinion. Like a real oil tower. And now I picked up this pipe here, and I wanna use that. Oh man, this is gonna be, I need a surface where it aligns straight. It won't. Okay, then angle snap 45 degrees. No, that doesn't work. Okay, let's turn it by 90 degrees. 45, and turn it again. Put it straight, and now we need to move it around a bit. Get it nicely here in the middle. I think that fits fairly well. Let's see if that is lined up okay. Yeah. Okay. No, why did I do that? I wanted to push it down. Dang it. These misclicks. Yep, that looks okay. Let's pull that in here. And then copy it downwards. Whoop. This is our drilling pipe. I think that works out really well. Here we have a connection. Like that. Yeah, that also is kind of a brace here, I guess, you know, in this middle floor. Okay, keep on copying. Get it in there. There we make it a bit more thin. And yep, it works okay. First though, I wanna get this thing out of the way. Okay, and this wood piece here can go too. Okay, now keep on copying. Whoop. Alright. So that is the drill or the pipe they later laid in after they had the drill there. Yeah. Now let's try out how the oil special effects is like oil. We should use the small one though. Oil spray, oil jet. I think that's the right one to use. Okay. Let's get that in here. Well, that is quite tiny, but that is maybe if you align it perfectly. Let's see. Let's say we grab this guy and align it perfectly in the pipe. Say it sits here. We can get a better dimension. Okay. Looks quite frantic. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's too much. The other one is almost too small. I would have loved having the oil squirting out of it. And that is just... yeah, we would need something right in the midst of it. That's not really... I'm almost feeling then rather have none. Let's try something here real quick. Just for testing purposes. How would that be? No ankle snap this time, please. Just want to scoot that down into my construct here. Huh. Just have it there for a second. I mean, it would somehow work. We would have to flick it around, but yeah, it would look really makeshift. Huh. yeah. I'm really tempted to keep it up on top here. That also works out pretty well. Because, you know, those oil towers, they have these automatic pumps. Wind powered. You can barely see that it is a bit off here, and it would also not be too bad. It is, you know, they added it later and made it so it's more powerful. Before, I don't know, whatever they did to pump the oil, maybe there was a lot of pressure on there and it came out by itself, and now they later needed this wind thing. I think I like it, guys. I think I actually do. Many guests are still thirsty. I think that works out pretty well. Blends in together really well. Yeah. Okay. More progress made. Now I added this little shed to it. It's like a service shed. And it's actually pretty cool. Look, we get a lot of moving parts. So this thing is spinning. And yeah, inside we got some piping. Here is another one of these tank boilers. And we got a big one here with a pipe coming out right there. And here, connecting that thing. And I think that is cool. Yeah. Here we got a little strut holding the thing and a little porch-like situation in front. Now that needs props. Props needs to be there, and I need to blend it in a bit better in the environment. But I think that works out really well. Looking pretty cool. Can we change the color scheme of that thing, by the way? Oh yes, we can. Okay. Let's bring that thing more into the red. Oh, it really sticks out, man. It's so shiny. That doesn't really make a difference. Maybe like that. It really is shining. I have to play around with the color scheme of it. It's so polished, and everything else here is a bit wittered and more subtle color-wise. So yeah, I have to play around with that a bit. The main color, at least, needs to be a bit more subtle. It's so in your face. No, that's totally not good. Copper. It's more steampunkish than anything. It's totally orange. Maybe a little bit more of a faded out color. That almost, nah, that doesn't really pop now. That might be a bit more subtle and a bit more fitting. We'll see. We'll see. Whoop. We'll figure out a good color for it. But yeah. Okay, now I need to prop this thing and make it a bit more nice. Maybe have some random wood along it, although I think it looks pretty okay the way it is. It would fit with the tanks here, you know, with the colors of the tanks, kind of symbolizing here again. I think that is the seeds, right? Yeah. Let's take that out, make it a bit more subtle, brassy. It's not copper, it's brass actually. Yeah. I like it already a bit better. Okay, so man, this gold is also so much in your face. Whatever. I have to fiddle with it, I'm not sure. Now I need to do some stuff here to the service shack. I was thinking maybe flatten the area, move the whole thing a bit over, scoot it more to the right, and then have another small hut there. Maybe that would work out. I'll try to play with it a little bit, but I think this is It's turned out as a great build. Nice addition. Spending way too much time on it, but worth it. Okie dokie, guys. Way too much time has passed. Way too much. Let's turn on the action. And we have this now. Very content with it. So here is a little house where the workers would probably live in. And somebody is pouring them a bath right now. What's happening here? Challenge complete. Achieve ride rating of 500. Alright. However, that happened. Maybe because we got this one. There should be some people wandering over here now as well, yeah. But let's look at this little... It's like you're creating these little scenes. It's almost like prop building if you work for a movie or something. I can get so immersed with that. And super much attention to detail. I mean, look at in here. There's some pipes being stored up, you know. And then there's some cases and some boxes. And there's a bit of TNT, a barrel... Small stuff here. Oh, wait. Just saw a little something that needs correction. That was pretty much floating there. It needs to be a tiny bit lower. I really wanted to rest on the little, cart here. Yeah, now that's perfect. Somebody was hauling that, and then I'm here. You know, I have two planks because, you know, if you want to haul stuff down, you gotta go over the planks there because there's this little step. Here are some building materials laying about. Some of the wood that was maybe used to construct the whole thing. And there's a spare wheel that could be used here. And we have some oil spouting down there too. So it's leaking a little bit, if you think so. Well, it's not really great for environment, but it's a simulation here. So it would be simulated oil spill, kind of. Then I laid out a little bit of a path along here. And there's some more boxes around this little hut. This worker's hut. The backside, I'm not 100% done with naturizing. I want every angle you look at something to be really nice. Here's some bushes grew up around the tank. And we can see this thing in action. Before we do though... Always crank down the music a bit. But that's really looking great now with the volcano in the back. Here we will have a bit of a tree line, I guess, and blend that all in. I didn't work on any more scenery. I got lost in building this thing. But now when the light situation changes a bit, I think that fits in beautifully. And I'm content now with the wheel on top that gives it just more action and completes the tower. And it works out. It looks good from every angle. So yeah, another little scenery piece. I saw some comments, people saying, man, make blueprints, put that up on the Steam Workshop. And eventually I will. Because I think, for example, this whole setup here, that would be a really nice blueprint. Like a nice scenery piece somebody could use. I mean, yeah, definitely great. I also plan, when I'm done with my park, to give a world download for the whole park, so you guys can check out each and every details, but it's gonna take a long time. That is for sure, until I'm finished with that thing here. But yeah, another nice little scenery piece. Now it's all about blending that in and working on this thing here, blending that in perfectly with the scenery. This thing is a bit random at the moment. I don't know if I like it. It looks a bit alone there. Whoa, that's firing off shots and steaming, and yeah, that's fiery. That's good. That's nice with our volcano there. Holy, and we are making a lot of money. Park rating went up like crazy. Okay. Yeah, so lots of detail in this build again. Even a ladder, you know, they hung up a ladder here, a little winch to haul some stuff. But I'm really happy how that turned out. So pretty much, like, I don't know, 4 hours or so I was building at this This was our main job for today's episode. I hope you enjoy. I hope you appreciate the amount of work I put into this episode, the detail, you know. Sure, we could expand the park and build a roller coaster here and build this there and so on, but I feel this is the way I like to play. This is the way how I played Minecraft, paying a lot of attention to detail, and yeah, I think we did something cool here, this amazing thing, and now look at the landscape. I mean, you look through here and way more happening already back there. So I will spend some time landscaping. It's kind of thinking in sections here. If you wonder how to complete a park or how to work so you feel progress, this I consider now another section that should be finished. So I need to do landscaping here, maybe put a little something up here on that hill to give another thing to look at, and then blend that over here smoothly, create a nice transition. And yeah, maybe then here have a little house. So, you know, step by step. So yeah, I leave you with a little look on our amazing little, yeah, custom oil rig. And I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a ton of likes. Make sure to support this show. I'm loving it, and it's even better if I can share it with you and you guys enjoy it. So, see you soon. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'm out. Bye.